first off, thank you for taking a little bit of your time. I appreciate it. And congratulations on your new film.
Thank you so much, Francisco.
Thanks, Francisco.
So, in theme with the Body Games, quickly, I wanted to ask you, in line with the insane contest that Bob Fowler comes up with in the film, I wanted to ask you, what's the craziest thing you've done in any form of competition in real life? Just give me one. Let's start with Josh.
Oh man, I mean, it would be from the actual Buddy Games that we do every year. I mean, just this last year was one of the most ridiculous things we've ever done. So, it's so funny because every time I get back together with these guys, we just revert back to our 16-year-old selves. Doesn't matter. We're all mid-40s, but we're like given that reprieve for that weekend, and that's what kind of the idea of this movie. But this last year, Bob Father, who I play in the movie, comes up with this thing where, okay, so there are teams of 3. We're all going to go against each other. There's like 5 teams of 3. The first team is over here. They're 20 yards away. The other 3 guys are over here. One by one, you got to strip down to your underwear. You get a nut cup and a helmet, and we get to shoot you with a paintball. Now, if you flinch, you lose points. And if you get hit in a certain parts of the body, it's worth other points. So it's like, and the guys did it without hesitation. That's the crazy part. It's like it's a given that you're going to go there and just behave like a teenage chimpanzee, and that's pretty much what we become.
It sounds like it hurts a lot. Dan, What about you?
Oh, mine were always drinking games. It was always things like drink 100 shots of beer in 100 minutes. I highly do not recommend this game.
What about Mr. Josh? Yeah, this is your first film as a director. Were you thinking about it for quite some time of doing it, and what made you decide on doing it with this project? And side note, what are some of your all-time favorite directors? Just a few ones.
Directing is something I've always wanted to do. Yeah, ever since I first started, I felt like it was something that I could do. Like I always saw things in a way that I felt like they could be shot, or I understood the scene the way how I would try. I would always imagine how I would direct it, and so there's so much more that goes into it than that. It's a pretty terrifying thing your first time out because you've got so many people asking so many questions about stuff that you may or may not know. I try to put my ego aside and be like, you know what, I'm not going to know everything, but I know enough to know that I don't need to know everything, and I can surround myself with people that can help me get this done, just like any kind of team effort, which is what this is entirely, anytime you make something like this. So yeah, I was thrilled to be able to finally get the chance to kind of shape the story that I wanted to tell. This is the story I wanted to tell because I know it so well, and it's something that I've done, and I love movies like this. I love like laugh out loud comedies. I love the Farrelly Brothers. I love Todd Phillips. I love Judd Apatow. These are the kind of guys that I love, and they all aren't afraid to push the boundaries, yet they all have heart. And that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to tell a story that was outrageous and funny, laugh out loud, but also at the end of the day, the underlying theme is friendship and brotherhood and how valuable those friendships become as you get a little bit older.
Yeah, and I think you guys did it because it reminded me of films like Animal House, Beer Fest, Basketball, Dodgeball, kind of those films right. With a lot of a heart and wacky stuff. So congratulations again for your time and happy Thanksgiving in advance, guys.
Hey, happy Thanksgiving to you too.
Thanks a lot, Prince.
I want to go to Puerto Rico.
Hey, anytime, both of you.
I've never been, man. I want to go.
Hey, here's an idea for the sequel. Get some new guys in the mix and then go to Puerto Rico for Buddy Games and do it here.
I like it. We'll play against a local Puerto Rican crew.
Yes.
Perfect idea.
All right.
Congratulations, guys. Take care.